Welcome to the Mind of Basketball Podcast, also known as M.O.B Podcast, episode 103. I'm Evan.
I'm Ja.
And this is our basketball podcast where we recap, break down, and analyze players and teams from the previous games from the previous day. How you this was it Tuesday? Yeah. It's Tuesday,
man.
John.
I'm feeling like Tommy Vercetti.
Who's Tommy Vercetti?
Come on now. Don't ask that question.
Some people might not know who he is.
Well, like unless if you came from strict ass parents, then yeah, you should know who Tommy Vercetti is now. Come on now.
Or if you're older,
or if you're older, and or if you don't have siblings, if you don't have older siblings born in a certain time period, then you don't know what Tommy Vercetti is. But if you want to know who Tommy Vercetti is, just search up Grand Theft Auto. That's all I gotta tell you, man.
No, you're not doing it justice.
What?
Search up Vice City. Search up Vice City.
Look, bro. Look, all they gotta do is search
Vice City.
up Rockstar Games, and they go look at all they gotta do.
No, if they search Grand Theft Auto, they gotta see CJ, and they gotta see Trevor, Franklin, and Michael because that's the most recent, and then they'll see Nico. Don't do that. Then they'll see Tommy.
Look, they're gonna eventually see Tommy. Eventually, it don't matter who it is. They can start off with freaking Michael, Trevor, Franklin, Nico, freaking Luis, fucking Johnny. They can start off with
actually no, I'm wrong. After all that, they gonna see Big Smoke. Then they gonna see Roman.
Hey, let's go bowling. Nico,
let's go bowling. Then they gotta see Tom. Oh, then they gotta see the GTA 6 leaks. Then Tommy Vercetti. So they got a long way to reach till they get to
all right. You want the shorter way? Okay, you can either search up Vice City, or if you want a little snippet, just search up Scarface, man. And you're gonna eventually see Tommy Vercetti. Trust me, you're gonna eventually see Tommy Vercetti. Trust and believe.
Yeah. That's enough about the video games, though. I'm doing good as well. I hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everyone will have a good day. A lot of basketball from last night. A lot to discuss. So first, let's just get this blowout out the way. The 76ers and the Mavericks. And from start to finish, the Sixers just basically had this game. Embiid, MVP'd. Really showcased his dominance throughout this entire game. Also, nice bench production from Court Maz. And yeah, that was the game.
Yep. There's nothing I can really say. You already.
Yep. Let's keep it going. Yeah. Moving on from that game, probably our quickest quickest take.
Quickest take in our history. In our channel's history, I'll tell you that.
But to more interesting games, the Warriors and the Denver Nuggets did battle in the late night game, and coming into this game, Stephen Curry was second all time on the Warriors scoring list. After this game, he finished first. Stephen Curry passing Wilt Chamberlain, the legendary Wilt Chamberlain, for the all-time Warriors points list. He is now first, which means that he is, in terms of stats, the best scorer, their greatest scorer the Warriors has ever seen. What can you say about Steph Curry?
To be honest,
to the milestones.
Yeah, to be honest, this just adds on more to the greatness of Wilt Chamberlain, because I'm kind of shocked he didn't get this a long time ago already.
Oh, Curry?
But yeah, Curry, because I thought he was already their leading scorer.
Because I know Wilt Chamberlain had a good number of years there.
Yeah, I know he did. That's what I'm saying, and it attests to his greatness and how legendary he is. Because I thought Stephen Curry been got that record. Like, even though I'm not focused on it, I'm like just knowing who the true faces of that Warriors franchise now. When you talk about its history within recent years, you always think about Curry, and I know a lot of great names came through the organization before. But I'm kind of shocked. I'm like, Curry got to be their leading scorer. It's obvious. There's no way that he went to. It's shocked for me to find out that he was still their second leading scorer up till today, when that series just did it within the first 5 minutes of the game.
Or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, and not just that, passing Wilt Chamberlain on the all-time Warriors scoring list, but also dropping 53 on the Nuggets. They really had no answer for Curry throughout the night. I mean, man, he was just on fire. And you know, when the chef is cooking, you can't turn off the stove. He's just got to keep going. He's just got to keep going. And that was really the story of the night, or for the most part. But even so, even though Curry was cooking throughout the night, the Nuggets still kept this competitive, for the exception of that third quarter in which the Warriors went on that big run. They still had fight. They still try to get close to this game. They still narrowed it down within double digits. They were still balling hard. I mean, you got to give this Nuggets team credit, even despite Curry having that great performance. That didn't stop them from playing the way they play.
Yeah, you do got to give them credit because they kept up close. Even despite this being a historic night for their opposition, they were still able to keep it close because this is what the Denver Nuggets is. They're an offensive powerhouse. Do you expect their offense to stay up with any kind of great offensive team in the league? It's just that it's the other side of the coin that we can't give them props really for, which is why we made the running joke of the Denver Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets. I mean, they've gotten better over the past month with their bend defense or whatever. Still needs to improve, but I can feel confident into their defense going into the postseason. But what I don't feel confident is them going into the postseason without their star point guard. On to the bad news for the Nuggets. Late in that game, with about less than a minute left, Jamal Murray did go down with a non-contact knee injury. Obviously, I mean, it was late in the game, so he didn't return. Even if it wasn't late game, he wouldn't have returned. He had to get helped off the court. Luckily, they brought out a wheelchair for him. He didn't use it. His teammates did have to kind of lift him up because he couldn't put pressure on that leg.
Yeah.
But at least it wasn't that severe where he needed to be carried off or wheeled off, which is, I guess, is a good part. But hopefully it's nothing serious. Jamal Murray has really hit his stride now into the season. We really got to see him really coming to his own, coming to how he was playing in the bubble, increasing the points production. He was averaging career high in points, and he just missed the previous 4 games of the Nuggets, which he hasn't been in. And he comes back, and he just gets hurt like this, and now he might be out for who knows how long.
Yeah, man. Obviously he's an integral part of that Nuggets team. He's their second star, and just to see him go down like that is crazy because he's been playing the second half of the season. He's been playing so greatly for them. You know what I mean? Just like what you allude to, he's been playing so greatly for them. He had some big time games, some big time moments in this season, and even though they still got weapons, because obviously Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon and stuff, you need Jamal Murray.
Yes, you need Jamal Murray. Yes.
So let's hope that we get some good news back, because if you get some bad news, God forbid, going into that postseason is gonna be tough.
It's gonna be really tough. We'll keep you updated on status of Jamal Murray. Hopefully it is nothing serious. That's all we can do. But nonetheless, Warriors taking the win, and Curry passing Wilt Chamberlain and getting 53 on the Knights. All right, moving on to the other games around the league. Anything that you'd like to go over? Anything that you'd like to talk about? Anything that you saw?
Oh, we're gonna get this out the way real quick. Pelicans versus Kings. Look,
Okay.
just a message. Yeah, I know what I'm alluding to with this, right? De'Aaron Fox. You know, I got so much love for you, big bro. I got so much love for you. But for now on, just put up great numbers. Try to make the All-Star team. Get as much accolades as you can. Because let me just be honest with you. As talented as your team is, like individually, as a collective unit, y'all suck. Y'all suck so badly. Yeah, like I like look at man, y'all making yourselves look like the Houston Rockets right now. A talented team that can't get anywhere near nothing.
Houston Rockets.
Anywhere near nothing. How like you nearly come this close to touching the playing game just to go from matter of fact, I don't really want to be there. Go straight back down. No, and this is no disrespect. Again, you have great talent on your team. Buddy Hield, a talented scorer, especially a deadly 3-point shooter. We know what Buddy Hield could do when he has it going. Harrison Barnes, a valuable scorer whenever he has those nights where he gets it going. Rashawn Holmes, quality big man. Who else? We're not gonna talk about the other one.
Marvin Bagley, he's nice. Marvin Bagley, he's nice. Stop it. Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton. My bad. I forgot about Tyrese. I forgot about Tyrese, but I'm not talking about Marvin Bagley. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Yeah. Most of teams in the draft did too. But
yeah, Marvin. You got a great young star that you got this year in Tyrese Halliburton, who could probably be like another great point backcourt dynamic to have right alongside you, right next to Buddy Hield also. But let's be honest, y'all not going anywhere. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Something got to happen. I don't know if it's culture, whatever it is, but you guys went from making a run beginning of the season to going down to as of recently going back up, looking like y'all could probably surpass some teams within the playing game just to go back to purgatory. So you must love it down there. It must be like what is it?
Inconsistent
like Cancun. Like Cancun purgatory, bro. They must like it down there.
Inconsistent purgatory.
Inconsistent purgatory. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Inconsistent. You go to winning like 20 games to like losing 30 to like winning 50 to like losing 1,000. I don't get it. But as I just alluded to, the Pelicans blew them out. De'Aaron Fox had 43 on the night. That's how nice he is. But that's how much that's how much burden he got on his shoulders for carrying this team. His back is hurting him right now. Carrying y'all.
I want to defend them, but then again, I don't.
I don't know how you could defend this, man. They need Chris Webber if they want to get defended by like this, bro. Trust me.
Yeah. It's a shame. It really is a shame. You alluded to, just earlier. Remember when they started going on that winning streak?
Mm-hmm.
I stupidly put faith in them to win, and they lost to a starless Lakers team. Matter of fact, I think they got blown out that game actually.
Yeah.
And now they have lost 7 straight. These are the Sacramento Kings. You could have been in a coma 10 years ago. Come back today. And the Sacramento Kings are still the same Sacramento Kings. Oh, they have a nice star player. 10 years ago, they had Cousins. Now they have De'Aaron Fox. Oh, they have a nice star player. They got some talent. Oh, maybe they can do something. Well, actually, Cousins wasn't that star player 10 years ago, more 7 years ago. But nonetheless, maybe they could do something. Nope. Still have terrible culture. Still have bad chemistry. Still have a bad organization. Still have bad coaching. It's really a shame.
And really I'm sorry, I'm not trying to disrespect your coaching style, but it's just like you've been up and down, man. You've been up and down. I thought I could say you have the potential to be a really good coach, but it's just not shown through action. You don't get me wrong, he has helped improve this team in some kind of way, but they still suck at the end of the day. They still suck. So it's just like, of course, the blame is not fully on him, obviously, because it's more on organization rather than coach. But it's just like, you cannot have your teams going from winning games to end up losing like 50 of them. Like you just can't.
They'll win 4 games in a row, then drop 8 games in a row. It really is a shame what's going on in Sacramento.
You see what they got me doing? Simply orange, bro.
So why you act like this? Like that's simply orange. That's just water.
Got some lemon flavor, bro.
It ain't no lemon flavor in there. That is just water. Matter of fact, might be salt water.
Yo, stop watching face,
man. All right. Yeah, enough about the Sacramento Kings. Tired of talking about them.
Yeah.
Next game.
Next game. You remember how I alluded to the Rockets? Speaking of the Rockets, we talking about the Rockets versus Suns, and yeah, you know how that cover up, you got something that just happened so bad, but you try to cover it up with something to make it look good at least and stuff.
That just happened in the last game you talked about with the Kings and Pelicans.
yeah, basically.
Same situation.
The Suns killed the Rockets. It wasn't like the last matchup that they had in which Houston nearly came close to winning the game.
Yeah.
The Suns, they look at, again, the score may say something, but if you watch the game from start to finish, the execution, the play and everything, the Suns basically had from start to finish. The Rockets had no chance. They had no chance, and that's no disrespect to John Wall, KPJ, it's no Christian Wood. There's no disrespect to any of them. They just got killed by a better team.
Yep. And you alluded to, Jake. Wow. I was about to say somebody else. Jay Crowder, he was just killing them in that first half. 26 in the first half. He had 8 3-pointers.
Mm-hmm.
He was killing them from 3. So the Suns were killing them from 3. They just really took it to this Rockets team.
Yep. But let me say something right now. Just know 3s are way more than 2s.
Well, duh.
That's all I can say. Yeah, but I'm just saying, think about it. They were killing them from the 3, and 3s are more than 2s. So they was racking up a great amount of points on you just by hitting the 3.
Well, yeah, that's math. I don't
know what I was going to with that.
I don't know either. Listen, folks. 3s are better than 2s. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, yeah. 3s are more than 2s. Well, last time I checked on my hand, yeah. I don't know where you went with that. But nonetheless,
it's bugging, bro.
Last time I checked, the Suns are better than the Rockets. So, when you got a better team playing against the worst team, you got to get a result like that. The Suns picking up the win. And lastly, but certainly not least,
yeah. We got Salt Lake City versus the Capitol. And let's just say, and actually this was a highly competitive, close battle from start to finish.
Why was it? It shouldn't have been. It was the Wizards against the Jazz.
It shouldn't have been, right? Well, the Jazz. Wait, didn't they lose? The Jazz, didn't the Jazz lose to them earlier in the season?
Oh no, I'm checking it. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. Well, as I was saying, but the Jazz started off the game real well. They even again, it was close from start to finish. The Jazz started off the game real well out the gate. Donovan Mitchell was balling. Bogdanovich was balling. Everybody getting their shots, getting their rhythms. But as the second quarter hit, the Wizards basically had the momentum for the rest of the game. Just Bradley Beal and Westbrook because of their star players, Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. And they had the momentum for majority of the game. And then it came down to the fourth quarter, and this was a game in which I said it was so close. No team truly went on a true run until the Wizards basically started to start to extend their lead. They had like a little lead, and then they started to extend it, in which it went from like 3 to like over 10 to over double digits. And it basically looked like they had it in the bag, but like again, the capital. And I'm not going to allude to anything else after that. The capital.
No, you're not.
Just know the Jazz, being who they are, was able to still fight back. And as it came down to closing moments, they brought it back into the single digits. And Donovan Mitchell was about to really lead a huge comeback for this Jazz team. Hit a big three, was getting into the basket, trying to get to the foul line. And it would, to make matters worse, even though that they were cooking, Bradley Beal missed 2 free throws, 2 crucial free throws that could have been iced the game. And they still gave the Jazz another chance, because I believe that Jazz were basically down. The moment Donovan Mitchell made another layup, they were down by 2.
Mm-hmm.
It took for him needing to get another opportunity, because he nearly pulled a Nick Anderson, getting another opportunity to go to the line. But luckily, he did not pull a Nick Anderson, because he made those 2 free throws. And that was game. That's all that needs to be said.
Yep. And that was game. You can't clown on the Wizards when they lose to the Pistons and then not say anything when they beat the Utah Jazz. So I will give the Washington Wizards their credit. Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, even though Bradley Beal, as we alluded to, almost kind of choked them in that game. They came to play. It was out there balling. What Russ said? What Russ said when he made that shot?
That's game.
That's right. That's game. All right. They came to play. They fought hard, competitive. They were ready for this Jazz team. Like the Jazz wasn't ready for them until it was too late. So you gotta give this credit. I mean, they beat the best team in the league. You can't just do that.
Well, I give them credit because they did beat them early. I believe they did play early in the season. I believe they did beat them. I know for a fact that this Wizards team beat the Jazz early.
Yes, and I saw the score. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
So that means they swept the season.
Basically. So that's crazy, right? The best team in the Western Conference and the best team in the league general just got swept by one of the worst teams. Embarrassing. But there's 2 things. One, let's be honest. Westbrook still got a personal vendetta for this team because a freaking rookie eliminated him from the playoffs way back. And 2, I don't know how, Bradley Beal, how you go from having a 4-point play in which you get hit on your noggin to nobody touching you. It don't make no sense. It don't correlate.
Hey,
it just don't correlate.
It's the NBA. Things just happen like that. Sometimes you can't really explain it. Things just happen like that.
Now you're not lying about that. You're right.
Yep.
But good win though. Good win though. I give them their props. You're right. I give them their props. Good win.
They should. Win. They going to the playing game.
Okay, I think we should calm down. Calm down. Let's not get that far.
Hey, listen. They are only 2 games back from the 10th seed.
Look, man.
It's only 2 games.
They could have been in the playing game a long time ago if they didn't bait it and go on a losing streak after having that good, consistent winning streak.
Yep.
They could have already been in the playing game a long time ago. I don't know what they did.
Yeah. But I mean, they played no defense. That's what happened. Well, and you saw it. They almost took that lead last night because they played no defense.
Well, yeah. Well, they can't guard a parked car, so you know.
Yep. All right. On to the predictions. On to the predictions for tonight's set of games. Pretty good lineup, short lineup, only 6 games though, but we shall see how it all plays out. First, starting off the first primetime game of the night, CNT 7:30. The Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Indiana Pacers.
Clippers.
The Hawks going against the Raptors.
Hawks.
Hawks. The Lakers going against the Hornets.
I got the Lakers. I'm gonna pick the Lakers with this.
I got the Lakers as well. The Thunder going against the Jazz. Jazz trying to bounce back.
The Jazz better bounce back. I got them.
Got them as well. The Miami Heat going against the Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix.
And lastly, TNT 10 o'clock. The Boston Celtics going against the Portland Trailblazers.
Boston.
And I'm going to agree with you. I got Boston as well. But all right. I think it's time to wrap things up. Any final thoughts?
De'Aaron, once again, just try to rack up some All-Star games, man. That's all you could do at this point.
Listen, De'Aaron, try to will that team to the play-in. And then in later years, try to will that team to the playoffs. I believe.
You talk about Will, man. He already the man is putting up 50, basically 50 for them. He put up like this is like the 11th time he basically scored over 40. Oh, what else could he do?
More clearly. 60.
And he gonna lead him to the playing game, and then playing game he gonna just burn out.
Listen.
Burn him out.
De'Aaron Fox, if anybody can do it, well, there's a lot of people that can do it. But since nobody wants to come to Sacramento, that's a star, and they have to basically waste young talent away and their potential away in that terrible organization. De'Aaron has to be the one to do it. He can will them, keep him, Tyrese Halliburton. Listen, and then they have good talent. Maybe change of organization, few player swaps, player trades, maybe few role player pickups. Maybe they could do something years down the line. Just maybe.
Okay, man, but come on, man. Sacramento got to get it together. You can't be having a legendary man like Shaquille O'Neal calling y'all queens, bro. Calling y'all queens.
Listen, he only calling them queens because when he beat them, him and Kobe beat them. All right, in the early 2000s.
Look, let me tell you something. They were a championship contending team being called queens.
Listen, it don't matter. I'm pretty sure Tim Donaghy told him one of them queens too.
You're good night, ladies and gentlemen. We
All right. With that being said, thank you guys for watching today's podcast. Make sure to tune into tomorrow's podcast. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
And also follow IG down in the description below.
And once again, I am Evan.
And I'm Ja.
And this is Mind the Basketball Podcast.
Tim Donaghy, the 6'9" of the NBA.
Do your research, kids. Do your research. Goodbye, everybody.